That's what I'm talking about. That's why Daredevil's the GOAT. That's why Punisher's the GOAT. The GOAT! I feel like I gotta go confess my sins, because that's gotta be one of the most insane cliffhangers to end a season off that I've seen in a really long time. And not only were Frank and Matt going primal scream for primal scream, they were going primal scream for primal scream with me. Ah! But so much happened in that season finale of Daredevil Born Again. So much drama, suspense, action, cameo, and I liked it. Hell, I look. And either way, me and you know what we gotta do, talk about it. This is your spoiler warning. You have been warned. Demon home! As we pick up with, bullseye. Looking through his sniper scope, we pick up with a flashback to 1 year ago with the meeting between Vanessa and Dex about killing dumb Benny and Foggy. They really sent Dex to some nut house. He is not smack dab in the middle of his right goddamn mind. But she gets Dex to agree to this contract by touching his hand. What is it with you hands? First Adam, now him? But it couldn't hoit, and it wicked. Everybody take a moment to acknowledge Wilson Bethel because that's one of my goats. As we pick up with Matt in the hospital saying, wake me up! But the first person that he asks for is Karen. Might be the first time anyone's ever asked for a Karen off rip. But he did that shit in front of Heather. Good, I'm sick of her ass. I'm tired of her. But they think Matt's a little when he starts talking about Vanessa ordering the hit out on Foggy. And Heather's like, all right, I'm out. Muse, you had one job, little bro. As we pick back up with Fisk and Vanessa in the aftermath of the fact that Matt Murdock saved his life. But Big Willie starts putting his Fisk down, saying, I want the city shut down. I want the bridges closed. Shut all of the power off. Benjamin Poindexter is out there, along with other vigilantes. And you're either in or out. He tells everyone else to get out of the room and says, thank you, Buck. That bald-headed demon tells him to kill Mr. Murdock at the hospital because Buck brought up the fact that if vigilante saved you, that kind of hurts your campaign against him. So he says, fine, we'll turn that man into a martyr. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a plot point. We got Fisk looking out the window like, hello, darkness, my old friend. Getting those, I beat you flashbacks. But he asks Sheila if she could sell seashells by the seashore. He actually just asks her to keep tabs on people that aren't all in. And then quite literally right after this meeting, she gets hit up by Commissioner Dollar Tree Gordon. And he says, listen, we got to take this motherfucker down. He's always been the kingpin, always will be. You got me? And she says, yeah, everybody got choices and we're about to find out what happened here. As we pick up with Buck visiting the hospital, and what is a polar bear doing in the hospital? But boom, you're not looking for this because the lights go out in New York City. Fisk really said, turn the city off, turn the city off. And good timing for Mr. Murdock because he uses it as an opportunity to get the fuck up out of Dodge. I thought it was weird that he was laughing as soon as he entered his apartment, and then he let out a big then you hear Matt say, I thought you would be the last person that would be here as we get the return of my man. And I just love that little banter between each other. Turns out Frank's just fulfilling a favor to make sure Matt gets out there safe. And he asks him, hey Red, you really take a bullet for him? But oh shit, the cops are pulling up. But they already know. They've been known. But I love how Frank was like, you gonna do it with your ass cheeks out? And that's when the cops pull up. But Matt pops down through the ceiling like, oh yeah, time for y'all to drink the Kool-Aid. That was a horrible joke. Starts beating the dog shit out of him with his billy club. But listen, in this scenario, I would rather be getting beat the fuck up by Daredevil because demon home, demon home. Frank said, I'm shooting first, asking questions later. And he got that shotgun, no passenger seat on him. They really fulfilled the gore requirements in this episode with Frank. This shit right here was crazy. Like, nah, he was really just like unloading the clip on. Cole North even got a good shot in, but Frank was like, nah, I don't miss. This motherfucker got aimbot through the walls, hacking. And this is the face of a man who likes it. Hell, he loves it. I mean, Frank killed like 8 people here, bro. Shit was crazy. Really played pin the dirty cop's hand on the wall. But we find out that Cole North was the one who killed Hector Ayala. And Matt knocks his ass out. But he started getting those I should revoke this man's breathing rights flashbacks. And Frank was egging him on like, he was like, do it, Red. Do it. He thought he was fucking Palpatine to Anakin. Good, Anakin, good. Kill him now. Do it. But Matt, of course, doesn't do it and says, Frank, stop killing people. And then he shoots this other guy on the floor. That's like when you tell your kid not to touch something and he touches it anyway. And then, of course, we get up close and personal with the face-off. Oh, my God, a Frank Castle and Matt Murdock face-off, we would go crazy. They're just going primal scream for primal scream. Until Matt hears a grenade. They run straight to the balcony and jump off that motherfucker like me when my parlay don't hit. This is probably as close as we're ever going to get to Matt and Frank hugging, so enjoy it. Also, damn, what y'all doing out here with all that ass? Quadruple cheeked up on a Tuesday afternoon. Anyway, they see the explosion from the ground, and as they're walking away, hold on, man, this is like a fucking album cover right here. Inhale that aura. The car pulls up on them, and then we get the fucking theme song. Hello, Karen. She really pulled up like Sam Wilson on your left, and I liked it. Hell, I loved it. So we get a nice little scene of Karen patching up Matt and Frank patching up himself. Challengers 2025. But they asked Frank to come along, and he's like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. And they gave this scene specifically for the Karen and Frank shippers. When he said, take care of yourself. When she walked away, he just can't stop pushing people away. Be happy, Frank. See that there's been rumors, riots, panic in the city. We're lucky. As Karen and Matt go digging into Kingpin's docking business, they find some shady shit. But also the avocados at law. Oh my God, man. That's how I know this new creative team, they just fucking get it. They understand. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, Go watch Daredevil season 1 through 3. What are y'all doing? But Frank said, I think I ain't done yet. As he pulls up on a bunch of these dirty cops. They're all dick eaters. And they're like non-lethals. We gotta take them in. Hey, big dog. That was a mistake because this man threw a fucking tomahawk at one of these cops' heads. He killed at least 4 of them. But unfortunately, they subdued my demon. We cut to this shot of Sheila looking sad in the hallway. I thought she was cooked. But it turns out that she gave Fisk a recording of the conversation she had with Dollar Tree Commissioner Gordon Gallo. Yeah, that man is cooked. As we pick back up with Frank, I feel like it's gotta be contractually obligated for Frank Castle to be tortured at some point or another in a comic or television show or a movie. This man is always getting interrogated in some type of chair. And he looks up and all of his little dick eaters are just staring at him like, hey, we'd be proud to serve with you. This is your chance to join us. And Frank's just sitting in a chair like, dudes will jack your style, but not jack you off crazy. Meanwhile, Fisk sets Gallo as an example to everybody. And that bald-headed demon must have heard the Homelander theme for a second because, dog, what he did to this man's head, I was flinching. I was like, God, all right, he's dead. You got him. He's already dead. Fisk looked at everybody like, I run shit here. Y'all just live here. Understood? I gotta wipe myself off, man. Gallo's dead. As we pick up with Matt and Karen infiltrating the shady dock business, they find out that they are very outnumbered. So Matt's like, we're gonna take this city back, but I need an army first. And Karen's like, say less. Heather ends up joining the squad. Bro, Muse, dog. Like, now I'm even more pissed that you did not off her. She's the new commissioner of mental health, which, by the way, kind of important. I'm glad that he's taking his mental health seriously. As Fisk puts out a press release that New York City is officially under martial law, basically under my law. You will go to sleep at 8 p.m. or I will put you to sleep. Mind you, whole time this shit is happening, I'm like, where is Spider-Man? As we get a little flashback to Matt looking outside of a window. Yes, I know, looking. Matt basically talks about how he thought he was chosen by God, but the cracks of his darker side keep pulling up with the devil in his name as well. He likes the violence. Hell, he loves it. But I absolutely love this scene of Karen being his North Star, telling him how much she believes in him and how much Foggy believed in him. And that's when he locks the fuck back into Josie's bar. He's got his own little squad here of cops and Cherry. As we see that Fisk has started caging up vigilantes, which gotta be a not so subtle reference to ice raids. And yeah, they got my dog Frank. Free my brother Frank, man. He definitely did that shit, but let him out anyway. As Vanessa and Fisk clink one last time to their city being taken over. Of course, Fisk's fat ass is doing what he loves to do best. Eat. Oh, he gonna be a big body next season. They're looking like the Big Show. We end with a cool little Radiohead needle drop and little teases of characters that are gonna show up in season 2, like Angela Del Toro. Dex is coming back in demon mode. And we end on this absolutely perfect shot from outside of Josie's into the window as lights start flashing red on Matt. He says, we're gonna take back this city. It doesn't belong to him because we're the city without fear. That's called motherfucking bars. Ha! But I think we ain't done yet because we got a Frank Castle little post-credit scene. Him playing nice with one of these guards. And of course, he's a dick eater, so when he tries to shake his hand, Frank says, give me your fucking elbow. Break that motherfucking. And I think this is setting up that Punisher special presentation that was announced a while ago. And I hope it's something like this right here because I would need this more than ever. And I can't wait, bro. Season 2 is gonna be fucking something special. Special. This man is gonna build his own army like he said, bro. He's gonna bring the Defenders back. Jessica Jones back. Iron Fist back. Echo, kind of back. Luke Cage back. Misty Knight back. Give me Spider-Man, give me Moon Knight, give me all of them. I absolutely love this first season, especially of it being a Frankenstein's monsters of 2 different creative teams. The fact that the creators around episode 1 and these last 2 episodes are going to be doing a majority of season 2 has me super excited. But let me know what you thought about season 1 of Daredevil Born Again down in the comments below. And as always, like and follow for more.